but it is shaking.
The van is literally moving.
Yeah.
We've decided tonight we're going to sleep in the van because...
Okay, so I don't know how much of the first part I will get to show you guys because we came here late in the night and we didn't really get time to record a lot of things. So I thought of walking you through what actually happened on the first day.
Hi, my name's Dolly and I'm from Australia.
And my name is Chanura, I'm from Sri Lanka.
And together we are
The Blended Explorers. So the first day we left Warrnambool, which was Molly's parents' house, through Mount Gambier, and we came over to Coorong National Park. We are in Coorong National Park at this moment as well. We are towards the further end, which is to Kartoo Road. So that's where we are right now, and we are basically at the first part of Kartoo Road from the other side, which is the Long Point side, where it's a two-wheel drive track and you don't really require four-wheel drive, even though our van is a four-wheel drive. We didn't think of risking it on our first trip, you know. But we are thinking of going towards the four-wheel drive tracks just to actually have a bit of a run at it, because there is a good few fishing.
It is insanely windy.
Insanely windy. We've tried a few spots to park it, and this is probably the best one, but it's still going.
It's still so bad.
I don't know if you even heard what I said before, but yeah. So we came here late in the night, set up tent, everything was good, and next morning we woke up, and we woke up to such a beautiful camp spot. Isn't too bad at all. It's really nice. It's peaceful, it's secluded, it's isolated. It's exactly what we needed for our first trip, to figure out how we do this for an entire year and how we do this full time. Alright, so day one, Coorong National Park. We got the setup done. We come to this small spot to do some fishing after a very long time. I'm hoping it will be one of the first times. We've got everything set up. We've bought a few drinks as well, so we'll probably spend the afternoon over here.
Yeah. Well, the only issue is we think the water's a little bit shallow.
Yeah.
I don't think we'll want to get what we want to, but...
Yeah, we'll see how we go because the wind is a bit strong as well. But we'll see how we go. And yeah, spend the afternoon over here and go back for lunch.
We gave up on the fishing expedition. Got way too windy and it was too shallow and...
Yeah. What we didn't realize was this whole area is actually...
So the only bad thing about this campsite is the wind. It is driving us insane. We've moved the van about 3 times to try and get it into the right position. There's a bush just here, and it seems to be the only thing blocking us from the wind, but we've moved around it about 3 times to try and figure out where it's coming from, and it's shocking, honestly. It's so bad.
Right now, this is going on our second day. I don't know when I'm going to include this in the video part, but yeah, second day is going strong as well. We tried a few fishing spots. Most of these were not recorded due to because we didn't really carry our camera all the time, but I'm pretty sure we can get a few shots in so we can show you guys the fishing spots as well. If you are ever in Coorong National Park, the best fishing spots are known to be the Long Point jetty, but we didn't really catch anything over there because it was super choppy. So the wind is too strong. it's really just it's known to be a bit choppy during these days apparently. And there's another spot called Mark Point and Pelican Bay, which you need a 4-wheel drive to access those points. But other than that, it's a must visit spot if you do have a crowd. This spot, especially the camp spot we are in, it's something that you guys should come and visit. It's a really nice spot. Come with a few friends, you can just enjoy a good time over here. It isn't, you don't really need a lot of things. Fires are not permitted in this campground itself. You kind of have to, if you want that, probably move on to a different place. But I've seen a few spots where people actually have put up a few fires, but don't recommend it. Don't do anything that is not allowed to do, because you will get in trouble and you can be banned from national parks. And that's a big deal in Australia, because if you're banned from national parks, that means you're banned from most of the places that are really nice to see in Australia.
Right, so I thought I'd run you through what we have for cooking dinner and how we store our food and everything. Now, it's pretty basic at the moment. Like, we don't really have everything we need just yet. So this cooktop is borrowed off my parents, so we're going to actually get the same one but a double, so it's got an extra grill. So this thing here is just a hot plate that just sits on it, and then underneath is the burner, so you can put a pot on that and then fry everything on this. We have just a basic wok fry pan. We keep all of our utensils, bowls and cups in this bucket just so they're easy to find and easy to store. Like for dinner tonight, we're just having pork with some potatoes. Now, canned potatoes, we've never tried these before, but I've heard some pretty good things about them, so we'll see how it goes. And just in here, so this is where we store all of our cold food in this big fridge. So we've got this side here, which is freezer. So at the moment, I think we've just got some chicken in here. So just a chicken and a bottle of whiskey. So that's the chicken in there, and then in the fridge part, so this one here is sitting on about what's it on? It's usually about -18, but it's on -12 at the moment, just because everything's already frozen. And then this one here has just got all of our fridge food in it, so veggies, alcohol, apple juice, meat, yeah, everything like that. So we've got all of that in there. That one's sitting on -6 degrees, so nice and cold. And then in this box over here, don't mind the mess of the van, in this box here we have all of our dry food. So anything that's dry and we need to store, we put in here. So all the cans, all the wraps, things like that, everything pretty easy. We do have a lot of pasta and rice for dinner, so for us it's quite easy to cook dinner, and that's why we're going to get a double burner as well, because we do need both sides to be able to cook the meat and the rice and pasta. So yeah, that's about all for the kitchen stuff. I'm going to get going and start cooking dinner.
So while we got plenty of time, I thought I should run through what we got for solar. You saw our initial setup of what we actually got, what we bought, but this is the 200 watt solar blanket. I'll walk you through it if you want to come through over here. That is a solar blanket out there right now. We've got it out from probably around 10 o'clock. We had the same thing going on yesterday as well. So what you do is this basic setup. This is connected to the box which controls everything on it. I'm really not sure how to control it properly at the moment, but I've got it on the default settings. While it connects, it automatically goes to 13.7, and then you just connect it onto the bracket over there, which is just another 12 volt bracket which connects to the solar blanket. And that wire runs through the van. We've got it through a small hole over here in the van where flies don't go in, so it's just open barely. And then it goes all the way to, if you want to go through and show the battery over there, to a small cap right there. And that's the internal battery that we have as a second battery, which runs off of the inverter as well as when the van is going on, when it's on drive. It charges off as well. But what it does is the basic operation of the solar panel as I know right now, is that when the van is switched off, because the inverter can't handle the power that is, because it's switched off, the solar blanket stands as a substitute to actually provide that power, so we can charge off our laptops, our phones, cameras, everything else that we have during the day when the sun is out. So that charges up at 12 is a good value to have for the battery, because then the fridge can charge, everything else can charge as well. But if it goes up to 13, that's really good. But if it drops below 10 o'clock, if it drops below 10, then that becomes a problem. But that's a basic operation of the solar blanket that we have. We think the solar blanket works way better than the solar panel, because it's just easy to handle and it just goes in the van really easily. So if you have a van or a small vehicle, that's a perfect choice, because if you're traveling, you can just chuck it in and it doesn't become a problem. Whatever happened this year, this has to be the top of everything, because it was super peaceful. Got to read a book for the first time in the whole year. That was nice.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's just, I don't know, it's just the peacefulness that is really different for us, because I mean, being from Melbourne, everything's fast paced,
Everything's go, go, go.
Exactly, and now this is just
Complete opposite.
the complete opposite of it. Yeah, but doing this full time is going to be just a stress relief that the two of us really need.
It is.
Coming
We're
from the
both
city.
really looking forward to it.
Because I mean, this just takes everything, all the things that you are worrying about, just takes that completely out of you. You don't really have anything to worry about. You are by yourself. You do everything the way you want. Have some dinner
food,
and
watch a movie. So yeah, pretty keen. Even though it's windy, we're gonna buckle in and have some fun.
Yeah,
watching a movie.
it's all good. Final day, we've got everything packed up over here, everything ready in the van. Just have to get the rods in as well, and that's about it. We woke up around 9 o'clock in the morning, had a bit of a sleep in, because we deserved it. Ate breakfast, had scrambled, packed up everything, and now we are ready to go. We just have to get ready, and we are off to meet a few friends and spend New Year Eves at a different campsite, and start off the new year camping, which is going to be exactly what we want.
Kartoo Road, campsite 7.
3 nights.
Yeah.
Done with. Yeah, I mean, it's a good spot. We wouldn't suggest anyone to come for more than probably 2 nights, to be honest.
Yeah.
What do you think?
Yeah, I agree. I think it wasn't really worth. We paid I think it was $16.50, something around there per night.
Yeah, so it was $49 altogether.
Yeah, and we think maybe 2 nights would have been plenty. There's not a lot to do really.
If you're into 4-wheel driving, it's really good. If you are into fishing and stuff, mainly, there's not a lot of fishing spots over here, to be honest.
No, there's not a lot of fishing spots. That's the main thing. Like, that's the main reason we booked this place, because on the website it said it had good fishing, but
yeah,
that turned out to be very wrong.
I mean,
Which is a
we
pity.
will leave a review on wiki camps and stuff as well. You guys can go and check it out. It's just that it's good. It's really good. It's isolated. It's really nice. It's peaceful. If you're just coming here to stay put and not do a lot, it's really nice. I mean, we enjoyed it because we haven't done something like this for a long time, and it was the exact peace that we needed. But when you are looking for something to do, it can be a bit quite outwards.
Yeah. It would have been a lot better if there was like a walking track or something to do, but even it was a bit of a, like the river, it had a bit of a beachy sort of, because we're really close to the beach, so it had like a beachy sort of outside, and you couldn't even walk along it. It was like a muddy sand, and you just sunk straight into it, so we couldn't even go for a walk along the beach.
Always search for wind conditions before you come as well. Wind was really rough last night. We had to sleep inside the van again, as you saw, because it was at around 40 to 50 miles per hour, and it was rough.
It was very rough.
So those are the things that you have to really keep in mind, especially, and flies, mosquitoes,
bees. There were lots of bees.
There was a lot of bees as well,
which is fine. It's all wildlife. That's all part of it. It was all in all, it was a good campsite. It was nice and secluded. There was no one around. We didn't really see anyone for the 3 days, did we?
Nah, not anyone around at all. There was a few people who came visiting, but other than that, there was no one.
Yeah.
What would your rating be?
I reckon
out of 5.
Probably out of 5.
Yeah.
Or out of 10.
Let's go out of 5.
Everything gets rated out of 10.
Okay, out of 10, what would you give it?
Out of 10, I reckon I'd give it a 5.
Oh, that's rough. I reckon it's about an 8, to be honest. If you are a large group of people, because it can fit up to 16 people, I think it's not bad. I'll actually take it down to 7.5, considering the things to do around over here. But there is bird life. There's other things you can actually do, and for me myself, coming from all the busy stuff that we've been up to the last year, it was actually peaceful. Yeah, look,
I mean, if you're up for a campsite that you don't want to do much and you just want to sit around, you can't have fires either.
Yeah, you can't have fires.
Yeah, so if you want somewhere that you just sit around and just chill, it's nice. But for us, I think we wanted a bit more fishing and a bit more, a few more things to do.
Yeah.
But it was nice. It was a really nice place.
Anyway,
I'd go back.
Yeah. We are off to meet up with a friend with online business, a couple, to another free campsite nearby to Meninchi.
No, it's the other way from Meninchi.
Is it?
Yeah.
Okay, yeah. But yeah.
It's near this lake, I'm pretty sure. We don't really know where we're actually going.
Yeah.
We've got to find that out. But yeah, it's a nice little free camp. So we're just going to meet up with our friends and see how that goes.
That's this.
Hopefully we might get some fishing in.
Hopefully, gotta catch a few at least.
Yeah.
So that's the video done for this one. Hope everyone enjoyed watching it. Probably our very first camping trip together alone for Blended Explorers.
Yeah.
We will walk through more things later on in other videos, what we've got, everything that we are doing in more detail. But if you guys did like it, make sure you like
and subscribe,
and make sure you subscribe, because there's going to be plenty of more things.
We're going to be travelling around for who knows how long.
Exactly.
So there's going to be heaps of videos. And sorry about the bumpy road. We're along a really corrugated road right now. So
yeah, if you guys are interested, make sure you follow us along, keep those notifications on. If you like the two of us, make sure you go and follow us on Instagram as well. We've got a page on Instagram as well as Facebook. There will be more from us. So until then, Jai Veva.
See ya.
See you later.